Imagine living in a city where a beautiful park becomes a place of fear. That's what happened in Philadelphia's Fairmount Park between 2003 and 2007. A wave of attacks left the city on edge, wondering who would be next. I'm Melissa Compton, and this is Crimealytics. It all started in April of 2003. A 21-year-old woman was jogging near Kelly Drive when a man attacked her from behind. He sexually assaulted her at knife point. 3 months later, on July 13th of 2003, Rebecca Park, a 30-year-old medical student, told her boyfriend she was going for a run near their home, and she never came back. 4 days later, they found Rebecca's body. She was partially undressed and covered in leaves not far from the trail. She had been sexually assaulted and strangled. Rebecca, who was from Olney, Maryland, was in her final year at Philadelphia's College of Osteopathic Medicine, and her father remembered her as a kind woman who loved the outdoors and planned to start a family. The attacks continued. On October 25th of 2003, another jogger was attacked on Martin Luther King Drive. The man tried to sexually assault her with a knife. She fought back, but he stabbed her in the neck, chest, and hand. In 2006, a woman walking in Pennyback Park was grabbed from behind, dragged into the bushes, sexually assaulted, and robbed. For 20 years, investigators searched for the attacker, but they didn't have much to go on. The victims described him as a black-haired Hispanic male standing about 5 foot 8 inches tall with a widow's peak and bushy eyebrows. Some of the victims mentioned he had an earring in his left ear and rode a purple bicycle, but that wasn't enough to catch him. Then, in 2021, police turned to DNA analysis. They created composite sketches of what they thought he might look like now, hoping to spark new interest in the cold case. Investigators sent the DNA to a genealogy lab, which traced the man's family history. Authorities sorted through over 1,000 family members across the U.S. and Puerto Rico. In April of 2023, they found a person of interest, Elias Diaz. Diaz had no clear ties to Philadelphia, but he had been arrested for drug possession in 2007. Family members said he'd been estranged for years. He was homeless and known to frequent the Kensington area. Some even thought he might be dead from an overdose. Police tracked his movements over the past 20 years. They learned he had lived in the woods at Penny Park. They even found a makeshift shelter he had used. In November of 2023, Diaz resurfaced in a violent way. On November 22nd of 2023, a man was running on a trail when a bicyclist attacked him with a machete, leaving him with an arm and hand wound. 2 days later, a couple walking on a trail encountered the same man on a bike, and he slashed the man on the arm and hands. On December 6 of 2023, a woman reported that a man on a bicycle yelled at her and tried to attack her on November the 25th, but luckily, she escaped. On December 17th of 2023, police got a call about a man in the park riding a bike with a machete. An officer found Elias Diaz and arrested him for attempted murder and assault. Diaz refused to talk or identify himself, but his fingerprints revealed his name. Detectives realized this was the man they had been searching for. A DNA comparison confirmed it. Diaz was the Fairmount Park attacker. Elias Diaz was charged with sexual assault, attempted sexual assault, kidnapping, attempted kidnapping, aggravated assault, and the murder of Rebecca Park. Investigators believe Diaz committed other crimes and are checking his DNA against other unsolved cases. And that's our case for today. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, and follow so that you get the latest cases as they're released. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe out there.